We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one complete to Doolin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Rodgers now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 31 yards there and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Derwin James with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. For that last throw. Charles puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Watson. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the route is on. It's 24-0. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Devin Singletary, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Watson now to throw.
His throw is going to be incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing again is Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Being chased out left. Man open here is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Austin, 59 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
After the sack on first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle. Territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Singletary will score. Touchdown, Commanders. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll try and run. Taylor, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
First throw now for the backup Trubisky. He's got the tight end, Sternberger.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Oh, good. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
To try again after the sack, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got room. A good pickup there of 22. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, check that, street.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Now Trubisky opts to keep it.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.
So for the Commanders,
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
10. Cut. Come on, set. Cut, cut. Let's go. Yellow, 43. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Set, go. Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Set, go. Number ready? Go! Ready, ready! 52 blue! Ready, go! Let's go now! 50, ready, ready! Okay, ready? Cut, go! Here we go! Cut, cut! Set, cut! Set, cut! Here we go! Here we go! Ready, go! Set, ready! Black, 95. White, 97. Bang, cut! Ready, 10 black. Cut, cut! Down, 60 red, 60 red. Ready, ready. Come on, set. 33, yellow. Set, go. Let's go. Red, 38. Set, go. Here we go, set. 45, go. Ready, 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 go. Ready, set. Ready, ready. On the double. Cut, go. Let's go now. Cut, cut. Here we go. Yes, set, cut. Set, cut. 52 blue. Ready, go. Here we go. 53. Set, cut. Ready. Cut, cut. Set, ready. Black 40. Ready, go. Ready, ready. Ready, blue 32. Set, go. Okay, right. Set, go. On the set. Set, go. Ready up. Ready, go. Ready, break. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Down, black, 95. Hut, hut. Come on, set, Ted Black. Set, hut. On the ready. Ready, go! Okay, ready? Set, cut! Let's go! 60 red! 60 red! Hut, hut! Here we go, set! 33, yellow! Ready, go!